follow the wind. Time to go. The wind knows me.
By royal decree.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Cheer up, guys. Don't be so down. She was only joking back there. How could the Great Mujina Yokai not exist, huh?
But we've never seen it for ourselves.
That's because the Great Mujina Yokai is extra powerful. And that's... Need your help, isn't it? It's okay. Don't be discouraged. Hey, remember, if you want to be a hero, you gotta have patience. And wisdom, too. Even if you can't find it right now, it'll definitely show up before the fireworks show starts. So, remember to come and pick up your weapons from me before then, okay? No matter how powerful the Great Mujina Yokai might be, it's no match for my specially made fireworks. Just light them up and you'll scare it off no problem. It's up to you guys to protect your homes, your crops, and your folks.
Got it. Thanks, Miss Yoimiya. We'll try and be more patient.
Oh, yeah, hold up a sec. I have a few slips of paper for you guys, one each. Remember to give it to your parents and tell them to keep it safe. Just tell them it's from Yoimiya. They'll know what it's about.
Okay. Thank you, Yoimiya. We're gonna go back now.
Oh, thanks, Yoimiya. Come play with us soon. Sure thing, will do. Take care on the way back, and I'll see you later. So it was you guys. I guessed as much from the way the kids described you. No worries, though. I'm not blaming you. The Great Mujina Yokai is pretty popular with the kids, so of course they're gonna get upset if someone tries to tell them it doesn't exist.
Okay, but it definitely doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, the first time I heard about it, I knew straight away that it was probably something the parents had come up with to stop the kids from running off all the time. But when the kids asked me about it, I didn't want to break it to them. I just told them that it looks cute and likes to play pranks and doesn't hurt people. So, I guess now the kids' impression of the Great Mujina Yokai is mostly influenced by me.
Huh. So in a way, this monster is all a...
Maybe so. In any case, I'm not gonna be the one who exposes it. Sure, it's likely that the parents just wanted to stop the kids from staying out all the time, but they could have easily had other reasons too. If I just go ahead and tell them that the Great Mujina Yokai doesn't exist without knowing the full story, then who knows? I might be doing more harm than good. Besides, they're just kids. They should be allowed to believe it if it makes them happy. That's more important to them than questioning what's real and what isn't. Heck, I entertain my fair share of fantasies too. The fire diamond that spins around and shoots out lights that are all the colors of the rainbow. Ooh, the mist spirits that live far off in the mountains and guide you to fairyland if you can find them. I know that they don't really exist, but I still enjoy believing in them. If someone came up to me and started telling me to stop being so stupid, they don't exist, I'd give them the evil eyes and tell them to get the heck out of my face because it's just so annoying. Right? So what if it's it's made up, it's also really awesome and kind of magical. So it's not up to anyone else to tell me what's what. The things we believed and the experiences we had when we were young turn into our priceless treasures as we grow up. When you were kids, surely you guys believed in things like heroes who slew dragons and that cut through darkness. It's the same thing. If we tear apart these kids' fairy tales now, what else do we have to tell them? That Inazuma's locked down? All the grim tales of the Vision Hunt decree? I think it's a bit too early for all of that.
Yeah! Oh, way too early, for sure!
Whether you understood me or not, don't you worry. I'll take care of the kids and make sure they stay safe. Okay, it's about time I headed back. The Naganohara fireworks show is just around the corner, and there's still a lot of things to get ready.
Naganohara fireworks show? Is that hosted by your family or something?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why our name is on the event. It's well known throughout Inazuma. Oh, on the subject, are you busy these days? If not, then you should totally In that case, come with me to Naganohara. We'll go see my boss. There's still a few fireworks to finish off before the show. Inazuma is home to the Yai Publishing House, and a lot of people who like to write stories, too. In fact, most of what they write is based off of the kinds of fairy tales I was just talking about. A lot of them have bad endings, though. Like, the fire diamond will get put in a rich person's gallery where it will never be ignited again. Or, someone will see the mist spirit and not manage to catch it, but because they angered it, it'll never show itself again. The hero who slays the dragon becomes the next dragon. The sacred sword that once fought the darkness now becomes a doomsday weapon. I know these kinds of stories are all the rage nowadays, but I really can't bring myself to like them. If something's magical, it should be kept that way. Hey, Pops, I'm back!
The fireworks show is almost upon us, and the fireworks for each family are almost ready. Oh, new faces? Who are these two? Friends or customers?
A bit of both, actually. They arrived in Inazuma just recently. Can't let them miss out on a fireworks show after coming all this way, can we?
Well, either way, come on in and have a seat. And I, Naganohara Ryunosuke, will tell you all about the long history of the Naganoharas.
That can wait. Pops, I need to ask you about something.
A long, long time ago.
Pops has started telling his stories again. Sorry about this. Ever since Pops had his accident, his ears don't work too well.
Really? But for a moment there, it almost seemed like you were having a coherent conversation.
Much, much later, people eventually realized that if you grind certain materials into dust, they burn with many beautiful colors.
Pops, wait!
Huh? What's that?
Did they deliver those firework materials that we ordered yet?
Oh! Yesterday's fireworks have all been delivered. So have the ones from the day before yesterday. And the ones from the day before that.
No, Pops, I meant the materials. The materials that we ordered. They should have arrived today.
Ah, today's fireworks are almost ready too. Don't you worry. Your old man's skills are still as sharp as ever.
No, Pops, the materials. The raw materials for making fireworks.
Sorry?
Materials!
Oh, the materials!
Yes, the materials! Sorry, Paimon got all excited because he finally got the message across.
The materials aren't here yet. The couriers did come over to explain why, but, well, I think they did, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying.
No worries. As long as we know, that's fine. We can just make them later. Don't forget to take the goods in when they deliver them, okay, Pops?
Of course. Leave it to me.
Oh, sorry if we were a little loud. It's always the way, though. It's like that every time I need to ask Pop something. That's my Pops. He's a good person, all right. Everyone around here respects him. Because my Pops is deaf, he never argues with anyone and never contradicts them. He just listens cheerfully. When I was little, I thought it was because he really understood me and agreed with whatever I had to say. So, I'd tell my Pops everything. Eventually, I realized that the reason he was like that was that he's deaf. But I still tell him stories every day.
Huh? Why would you do that?
It just makes me happy to see him smile, and it keeps him from being lonely, right? Anyway, more importantly right now, the fireworks show is right around the corner and the materials still haven't arrived. We need to think of an alternative.
Yoimiya? Is that you?
Oh, you scared me there! I thought I told you to be more careful before you speak.
Sorry.
Hold on, I'm coming over. No one's looking. Okay, you can come out now. Come around the side. We're lucky that no one from the Tenryo Commission was around. Otherwise, we'd all be in big trouble.
Sorry, I guess I was a little rash, but when I heard you come back, I just...
Don't worry, Sakujiro. So far, we're going to look for firework
Thank you for all your help.
He's one of our old customers. He came back to Inazuma.
An arrest warrant?
Shh, keep it down. We don't want to draw... If Sakujiro was caught, there's no knowing what crimes they could charge him with. All we can do is find him a boat. Yeah, we know it's going to...
What if the boat capsizes? If things are this bad...
Well... But as soon as I didn't want to cause any trouble for Yoimiya or...
Hey, no worries. You're more than welcome. Remember what I said? As long as you...
Little piece of paper?
Yep, the same paper slips as the one I gave to the kids earlier. Whenever a customer orders fireworks for a commemorative event, we always include a little paper slip with the goods. Only people from inside my family can understand what's written on it. It's the recipe for the fireworks they ordered. If someone shows a Naganohara that paper slip, we guarantee we can make the exact same firework as the original one they purchased, whether it's 10 or even 100 years later.
Wow, that is so awesome!
It's a family tradition. All our regular customers know about this.
The slip I have is from back when my parents ordered fireworks from Mr. Ryunosuke. Now that I think about it, it must be nearly 20 years ago. I would have thought that things would turn out the way they have.
It'll be fine. Escaping in a boat is just a last resort for if there's no other way. I'll still try and come up with a different solution, because it'd be much better if you could stay in Inazuma. Whatever their reasons might be, if our customers come to us looking for help, we're not about to leave them high and dry.
Thank you. This way, I still have some time to consider my options.
All right. Well, let's not stay out here in the open for too long.
All right.
It's a shame. They still wouldn't give him a permit. Speaking of, you guys only got here recently. How did you manage to get a permit?
Even then, we only got...
I see. So you had big shot. I just wish the commissions could be a little bit more flexible. I bet nowhere else you've been is quite like Inazuma, huh? Well, no matter what, I'm sorry. You don't have to join me if you don't want to. I can go sort out the firework material. Oh, cool! Then let's start with Sakujiro's boat. We can chat. Oh yeah! If it's fine with you, can I ask how you two first met?
Thank you for helping me with the escape plan. I wish I wasn't so...
She saved me from drowning this one time, and after that, we started traveling together. Why do you ask?
Nothing. I'm just quite envious of your relationship. If my pops had a person like you around, his being deaf wouldn't hold things up all the time. Koichi, I'm here! How is the boat coming along?
Yeah, it's, all right, I guess. I was questioned, though. Wait.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, you could say.
Oh, I see.
Huh? Why is that?
Because of the Sokoku Decree, the Tenryou Commission is really suspicious of any kind of seaborne vessel. Even the smallest ones, they'll stop and interrogate us, demanding to know what we plan on doing with it. It's a real nuisance.
I understand. I'm sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be silly. I'm actually happy you came to me for help. I've always come to you for fireworks, and again this time, so just consider this my way of saying thank you. Right, I'll go fetch the boat now. I should be back shortly.
Thank you. Oh, if it's on the way, you can always pick up your fireworks from my house. Everything was made in strict accordance with what was on the paper slip. You won't find the slightest thing wrong with them.
All right then. The fireworks show will be starting soon, won't it? You should make sure your new friends get to see it. It's an Inazuma tradition after all.
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, you know what? You should tell them about your past. About the first time you ordered fireworks for my family.
That's a long story, actually. Where do I start? Maybe I'll come back to that after moving the boat here.
Oh, right, yeah. Got caught up in the conversation.
Okay, well...
Lucky you reminded me. Otherwise, I would have ended... I've been so... Of course, Pops is happy. And I need to make fireworks not just for you guys, but for those kids and Sokka. It'll be fine. It's actually like this every year. There's always a bunch of extra orders to slot in here and there. When people want fireworks, it's always because they have something to commemorate. And if they miss the chance, they might never get another one. So, no matter how busy I am, I'm always happy to take their orders.
So, what you're trying to say...
Oh, I do! What I really wanted to say was, don't worry about me. It'll all be fine. Sorry. It's just that good conversation can be as fleeting as fireworks sometimes, you know? So, when I'm in the mood and I've got a lot to say, I just have to get all out there in one go and leave no regrets. Let's head to the city. I think I'll try my luck with some people that I know.
Question! Doesn't it hurt your voice talking all the time?
It can get uncomfortable, I guess, but what else would I be using my voice for?
Huh. You kinda have a point.
Ah, here we are. Hello, Morihiko. How's business these days?
Yoi Mia, there you are. I thought you might show up. Ha, no need to beat around the bush. You're here for the fireworks materials, I assume. I put a batch aside just for you. It'll definitely be enough.
Huh? Really? How did you know?
Because a fireworks show is coming up. And that usually means you'll be running all over the place trying to get your hands on some last-minute materials. I've come to expect it now. There's always a few extras unaccounted for, eh?
Oh, I'm so sorry for bothering you every time.
Ah, come on now. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'd sooner have my business go under than turn down one of your requests. What about you two? Are you the ones needing some fireworks made? It's, once when I had an argument with I'm hopeless at communicating with him. If it...
Nah, he was never gonna come. Maybe if you turn that frown upside down once in a while, he might feel more at ease.
Yeah, I guess I'm probably which is strange, because I don't think I'm anything like that when I...
Don't worry about it. No one's perfect. If you have any more, even if it's not fireworks related.
All right then. Go ahead and take the orb.
Oh, no, you don't.
Don't worry. Just take it as a token of my
Gratitude won't.
I already said it's... There's no All right then. Pass on my regards to your dad. Tell him...
Will do.
Everyone seems to really like you, Yoimiya.
You're not the first person to say that. When that happens, I say to them, hey, this is a fun... But they don't always listen, so it can't be helped. Anyway, we've got all the materials we need now, so that solves that problem. Next, we just need to go find someone to process them. Hajime! Mr. Aminoma, it's me!
Ah, Yoimiya. If I'm not mistaken...
Seems like everyone knows how busy Yoimiya gets.
I'm very sorry. Would you be able to wait for a while?
No worry. Oh, wait. How about this? Do you... Oh, you don't mind, do you, Mr. Amin? There's still a lot of fireworks left to make, if I don't finish them on time.
Talkative as ever, I see, dear child. The essence of Amenoma art is patience and focus. When the mind is disturbed, it will show in the blade that is forged. If you badger Hajime like this, you will only succeed in disrupting his concentration.
But this is a special circumstance, surely. The Naganohara fireworks show is right around the corner.
So give me your ore, and I will process it for you.
Huh? Master, you mean you'll do the work personally?
Is that so surprising? It is, after all, the only option.
Thank you for helping out, Mr. Aminoma.
You're quite welcome. The Naganohara fireworks show is an important event. This I know well. In addition to this, I am indebted to Ryunosuke for all the business he has given me. But Yoimiya, you should plan things more...
I'll try my best.
Though for you, excuse me.
Wow, Mr. Aminoma! Just look at the shape and size of these. It's been a while since I've seen you take up your tools, but it looks like your craft hasn't degraded one bit.
Of course.
So have Amenoma Art and Naganohara Fireworks been working together for...
Back in the day, it was my master, and Ryunosuke's Hajime.
I know.
All right, I won't bother you guys any longer. Oh, okay, time to head off. Koichi probably isn't...
Dojo can be revitalized.
Just as I thought, he isn't back yet. But not to worry, because actually, sorry for dragging you with me everywhere. Everyone's been so good to me, though. It's all good.
Feels like Paimon has been...
I felt like I was neglecting you guys, so I wanted to find an opportunity to catch up. When we first met, I was in a hurry. We didn't have a chance to sit down and have a proper chat. You guys are travelers, right? So, sounds great! I heard they pretty much have no rules over there, right? So people are free to live their life however they want, doing whatever makes them happy. My pops actually received a gift from one of his old customers over there. It was from the winery.
Dawn Winery! Their dandelion wine is super famous.
Yes, that's the one! I remember when he drank it. I've never seen him enjoy a bottle of wine. My friend once said to me that only people with a strong will and a clear purpose decide to go traveling. Maybe it's to see a certain view or to fulfill a certain wish. So, what made you guys embark on your treacherous journey to Inazuma?
And we're looking for answers from the gods, too.
You were separated from your family because of a god? Oh, that must be really tough. I get it. Well, if that's how it is, then that's how it is. Unlike the outside world, what Inazuma seeks is eternity. The advantage of that is that if you're ever tired from your journey, Inazuma's a great... let me put it this way.
Sometime.
When you're exhausted, everything becomes an uphill struggle, even trying to have fun. An adventurer friend of mine once told me that if you're too focused on reaching the end of the race, you'll miss a lot of opportunities, and don't worry though, I'm sure I can think of some way to get you feel. And you're here now, so even if you're gonna leave eventually, I want to make sure you at least leave with fond memories. Who knows? Once you're reunited with your family, maybe you'll find Inazuma the right kind of place to call home. I already have an idea of the color and type of fireworks I want to give you guys. I'll keep it a secret for now, though.
Yoimiya, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting. Okay, good. Let's go then. Just act naturally, though. We don't want to raise any suspicion.
If it can withstand the storms out on the up...
Absolutely. Rest assured that the quality is guaranteed. Can't be helped, I'm afraid. This is the biggest and sturdiest boat that I can provide. It's built from the finest Inazuman timber. Still, I'll be the first to admit that if he's planning to ride this into the storm, it's going to be exceedingly dangerous.
I'm also hoping Sakajiro won't have to use it. I gotta say though, Koichi, it feels like your craft has improved once again.
I'm not the one you should be praising. It's all thanks to the guys who kindly pitched in. To avoid detection, we each worked on our own materials separately, then assembled them secretly in the night. This is the largest we could afford to build. Any bigger and there's no way it would pass the Tenryou Commission.
Let's store the boat here for now then. I'll fill Sakajiro in when I get back. He'll need to make some preparations before setting sail.
Uh-oh. Paimon feels really worried all of a sudden. Doesn't helping Sakajiro make you a collaborator in the eyes of the Tenryou Commission?
Maybe it does, but I knew what I was getting into from the moment I agreed to help him. My family has pretty good connections with the Yashiro Commission. We work very closely with them, and whenever there's a national event of any sort, the other two commissions come to us too. As long as I'm polite and respectful and don't cause a fuss, they won't look to cause trouble. And anyway, to your point about collaboration...
That's true. This was all a collaborative effort. Wait! Oh no!
Ah, so you're seasoned crooks already, eh? Don't know what I was worried about then. Anyway, thanks for everything, and your fireworks are ready, so just go pick them up from my...
Oh, don't worry about paying anything. Third Sis would be sure to scold.
Who's Third Sis? Oh, let me explain this one. It's a story my pops told me. There used to be a thriving merchants guild in Inazuma. At one point, there were a dozen or so kids born around the same time to the families of the guild. They all grew up together, each of them learning their respective families. They were a tightly knit group of friends. But eventually, they all grew up and decided they each wanted to go into business themselves. It was inevitable that business would send them all to different corners of the world, and that they'd have far less opportunity to see each other in the future.
That's right. Just before we went our separate ways, the eldest of the group suggested that we should all go...
They were all very ambitious types, and each had their... After that, he hardly saw them.
Yeah. To us?
Oh, so... Yep, that's Anyway...
Yeah, I should get out of here, too. I don't want to get caught...
Okay, story time! So, whenever Koichi brings one of his friends from the trade association to see me, they always mention how they used to play with me when I was a kid, or held me once as a baby, or something. But there are so many of them in that friendship group, and I don't remember anything from that age anyway, so I never have a clue who they are. One time, he shows up with another one of his friends, and the friend asks me if I remembered him. So I'm like, yes, I do! You held me once when I was just a baby. Koichi just bursts out laughing and says, actually, this is one of his carpenter friends. Turns out, he's a lot younger than he looks. Just a few years older than me. I went bright red and must have apologized like a million times. It was so embarrassing. The boat is already in.
After how much effort it took to get back in, it's hard to convince myself to leave again.
Well, they won't look much better if you get caught by the Tenryo Commission. I'm afraid that sooner or later they are going to find you here.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to get out of here before they come.
I didn't mean it like that, but if the Tenryo...
Okay, I won't let the... But...
Why did you want to come back to Inazuma anyway?
I didn't used to like them once I started to realize that, so I...
What a pity.
Talk to us about it.
If only there was no Sakoku decree, huh? Anyway, don't worry, we're not going to buy the Tenryo Commission. If only they... Oh, that's right! That elderly couple, old customers of ours, their son's in the... That's it! I'll go talk to them. Maybe they can do something.
Are you sure they won't just
Oh, don't worry about that. They're really nice people. I know them well. They won't cause us any issues. All right, you should get back indoors, Sakujiro. We'll be back in no time at all. Okay, let's go! Time waits for no one! Wait, hang on. What about the fireworks? All those materials? There's so many orders to finish. Pops! Pops! No, never mind. I know! I'll write him a note telling him to sort out the fireworks.
Ahem! Why did you cut Paimon off earlier?
Because what he needs isn't an answer, just time.
This is order. Stabilize.
Oz, reveal thy...
One with nature. A fateful offering.
Well, if it isn't Yoimiya. Come on in, dear. Come and take a seat. Are these two your friends?
Yes, they're travelers from afar.
Indeed, these are unprecedented times. But seeing as they came all this way, we locals should give them a warm welcome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, before I forget, I brought the fireworks that you ordered.
Oh, thank you, dear. Your family is so good to us every year. First I wonder if I'll still be—
Of course you will.
We aren't as young as we... It used to be that I could spend all day working the land. I wanted to do some...
No worries. Say...
No. I'll just go fetch—
It's fine.
It's no
Oh, you're such good kids. As... if you're quite...
Sure, it won't take us... The old folks aren't very mobile, so... Yeah, you got it! And that should just about do it. Satoru is on the other side of the village. Let's go see him now. Hey, Satoru! How have you been?
Yeah, same as you.
All thanks to the support of... We sold some fireworks to Liu a while back.
That must mean a lot more if it gets too much.
We should be fine. I think we can cope. Oh, yeah,
Oh, wow, thank you so much. I never used, but then I try some of Miss...
Speaking of your family, how's everyone doing?
They're doing well. We have the occasional heated argument, but I guess that's every family ever. Being close to family is better than never getting to see them, even if it does mean putting up with some conflict. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Imatani seem to have a great relationship, but still, they must get lonely with their child never visiting.
Huh, they didn't seem that way to me. I think they're just used to it. You make a good point, though. I should drop by more often in the future. That way, they won't get so bored.
Oh, I'm sure they'd love that. As would all of us.
Thank you! Now that we finished all the chores, it's time to talk to the Imatanis about Sakujiro.
That was quick. Ah, young people are so handy.
Younger people have bundles of energy, and older people have a...
Speaking of youth, do you know what? It's been 50 years this year.
Oh, so it has. Goodness, how the time flies. You barely notice as the years go by, but then suddenly 50 years have passed.
50 years since what? Some important day?
Well, if you must know, it was 50 years ago, back in the days when this young lady was still trying to win me over, that...
Oh, stop trying to impress them. We both...
Well, maybe you're right. 50... to tell the... Even as it was rising up into the sky, I still had no clue what I was going to say. But then it exploded, the sky lit up, before I knew...
50, but 50...
I had no idea!
Oh no, it's seeing that
What?
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to talk about, but here goes.
Sakujiro.
Huh? You know him?
He was our boys' best friend when they were young. But one day...
Sakujiro. But our Keisuke took after his father and mother. He felt that there was nothing wrong at all with being peaceful. You know what children are like. They get terribly worked up about these sorts of things. In the end, Sakujiro stormed off, and that was that.
I see.
Keisuke said nothing to me or my wife about the fight. We eventually, whether out of...
If it was anything, but since...
What a strange...
I understand now. Now I finally understand.
Two best buddies in childhood. One grows...
Well, no work. We can find some other way to help Sakujiro. There's no need to make things difficult for you.
Yes. It'd be so nice if...
I think after all these years, they ought to let go.
Well, can't say we didn't try. I'll let Sakujiro know after we get back.
Yoimiya, something bad's happened. Some people...
Huh? Why? Pops, are you alright?
I told them the show was starting soon and the place was filled with fireworks, so they shouldn't go in because it's a fire hazard. But they didn't listen. It seemed... Luckily, Sakujiro heard them coming in time and managed to escape through the window.
Oh, this is bad news. I don't think so. Pops, did you see? Oh, the Tenryo Commission will definitely be chasing after. Good point. Names. We need names. The Commission wouldn't normally...
Sorry, my ears are no good. And I wish I'd come.
As it happened, I was getting some ore from my friend's place and happened to bump into them. I think their leader's name was
Just as I thought. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, those two running into each other won't solve anything. And even worse, there'll be no... We can't let that happen. Come with me. Let's track them down.
Time to go.
It's Masazaka and his friends. Let's ask...
Hi, Yoimiya. Are the weapons to scare away?
Oh, Mr. Ryunosuke is making them right now. You can go collect them from my house later.
Aren't you gonna play with us, Yoimiya?
I'm sorry, but I'll bring you guys some candy next time.
Yay! We're gonna get candy! Woo-hoo!
Also, I wanted to ask...
Yep, we did. It looked like they were chasing someone.
Are they trying to catch a monster?
No, don't worry. It's be good kids and stay up.
We will. We'll be on...
It looks like this is the right way. Let's keep going. If Sakujiro still hasn't made up his mind, I guess I'll have to step in. Look! There are people from the Tenryo Commission over there! It must be them!
Sorry, official business. I can't let you pass.
Sakujiro and Keisuke are up ahead, right? We need to talk...
Didn't you hear me? You're not...
Ugh, what a nip... Time for a light show!
I must withdraw.
Cloud's high. The birds come.
I must
Here come the fireworks!
How dare you impede the work of the Tenryo Commission? You will be punished for your action. There is nowhere you can escape justice. Not even at the edges of the world.
Huh. Look at that. The one with the loudest mouth had the fastest feet. We can't waste any more time on these guys. Let's push on. They should be just ahead.
Your skills with the sword have stagnated. You should have known that you stood no chance.
I never imagined I'd fallen. If this is to be my fate.
But your return says that you finally...
Whatever.
You will return with me to the one who made this book.
Wait! It doesn't have to end like this!
Hey, I know you. You're Naganahara's girl, who makes the fireworks. I know you like to get involved in other people's business, but stay...
It's okay, Yoimiya. The past is the past.
Then why did you risk life and limb to get yourself back into Ina? I'll tell you why.
I have nothing to say to him. He's a criminal. I work for the Tenryo Commission. Out of respect.
What are you talking about? You left all your subordinates back there to guard the road, making sure no one else followed you here. Seems to me like you... I can see it in your faces. You both have so much to say. And you're just...
Don't flatter yourself. What would you know?
Yoimiya, leave it. It was just my wishful thinking.
No, I won't leave it. I will not stand by and watch when you haven't even done anything. Keisuke, You seem to like settling things with... If I win, then you need to say everything that's in your heart. No more running. And the same goes for you, Sakujiro. If I win, you will... If you don't say anything now, you may never...
And if you lose?
Then I'll admit to collaborating with Sakujiro and accept the 10...
Yoimiya.
I accept. Let's...
Sir, we're here to back you up.
Back up? Duels are supposed to be one-on-one! All right, that's it! Let's help Yoimiya! We can't let her fight them all alone!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
By royal decree! Fire hazard!
Sir, they are too strong. We...
Stand. I thought I told you to stay away.
Yes, sir.
Young lady, you are just as obstinate as Sakujiro was back then. Why were you so convinced that we had things to say to each other?
Because Sakujiro may not have told me about you when he came back, but he did order a firework from me. Then, your parents told me about what happened between you when you were younger. Once I'd heard the story, I realized that the firework meant something special to you both. And that's why I simply refuse to believe that you have nothing to say to each other. Nobody sets off a firework to feel lonely, do they?
The reason I came back is that... I felt... It wasn't that I'd changed my mind, I just felt that what I'd done in the past was to try to escape from reality. I saw the freedom of Mondstadt, the contracts of Liyue. I was glad that I'd left Inazuma, but then I happened to hear about the Sakoku decree. I was an escapee, and I was proud of that. What I should have tried to do is take the good things from...
So that's why you came back? Out of your naive hope of changing the way things are here?
No, I let go of all those delusions of grandeur. After all, you never ran away.
Huh?
I don't know about you, but life hasn't been easy. But I just had to come back and visit. It was like fate was calling me and...
Life isn't easy for anyone. I truly worship the Raiden Shogun. Her ideas were my but now... I do wonder. The boat is yours.
Huh?
I couldn't make you stay in Inazuma, but that doesn't...
what will you...
Don't worry about that. If you want to come back, I will lend you my help. And don't kick the bucket on the way.
Don't worry, Keisuke. Any chance we can watch the fireworks together?
I'll be demoted. It's not like me to give in to childish sentiment. It's the one that Sakujiro planned on using for his escape. I asked Yoshitaka and the... Forcing Sakujiro to this spot was also something I had planned all along. It's just like you said, Yoimiya. Even though I hadn't fully made up my mind, my actions betrayed my intent.
But I think you did the right thing. And look, now you've managed to resolve the grievance in your heart by talking about it.
I understand now. Thank you. I didn't know you were quite so perceptive.
That's only because...
I had heard there was a new Naganohara running things these days. By the way,
Sorry, no can do. Without the slip around...
Ah, I see. Never mind then.
Don't get too down just yet, though. I mentioned that Sakujiro ordered a firework. I can't make another one, but I'm guessing Sakujiro
Thank you very much.
No worries. And...
Yoimiya! The way you took command of that whole situation was amazing!
What can I say? I like to talk. If you're not willing to communicate, then the problem just sits there. If you just keep staring at it without doing it, Sakujiro and Keisuke... Anyway, follow me. I'll bring you to the perfect place to watch the fireworks. My pops will set off the firework that I wanted to give to you.
Oh, it's... Keisuke.
So, Yumiya, these fireworks, what do they mean to you? Yumiya? Shh. Huh? Oh. Hmm.
That was amazing! I didn't actually cry though, right? I just feel a bit... Oh, remember that big one that went up? That's the one I had Pops make for you.
Oh, Paimon saw it! It was one of the best ones!
That, no matter where your journey... I believe that as time goes by, this firework will only grow brighter and more beautiful in your heart. Oh, and also, you're technically my customers now. Here, this is your paper slip. If you ever want to see that golden firework again, just come and see me.
You know, Yoimiya, you seemed to turn into a completely different person during the fireworks. You were so quiet.
Oh, I can hear you. I just have a habit of being silent, quietly watching something you made with your own hands rise into the... You asked me what fireworks mean to me, right?
Yep. Well, for Koichi, who built the boat for us, and his friend, Third Sis, fireworks commemorate friendship. For Keisuke's parents, they commemorate marriage. And for Keisuke and Sakujiro, they were commemorating... Oh yeah, right, beliefs!
As for me, to be honest, even though I've thought about it countless times before, I still haven't found an answer.
Seriously?
Huh, well, no one's ever asked me this before, so I've never really settled. It was by chance that I happened to be born into the Naganohara family, so it's also by chance that I've met so many people, learned so many things. Fireworks that disappear in a flash of light are probably the furthest thing away, but people's feelings don't just disappear. And it's those feelings that give fireworks their purpose. Also, consider this. You have to have the Naganoharas because so many people are emotionally invested in the existence of... If we didn't exist, their wishes would go unfulfilled, wouldn't they? You know, I don't really think about complicated things like this very often. But I'm proud that I was born into the Naganohara family and have the chance to make so many pretty fireworks. I think I'll stay here for a bit longer. The show is... Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. Matsuzaka and the others are still waiting for me so we can go hunt down... Also, I want to go and ask everyone what they thought of the fireworks. And over the next few days, I'd also like to thank everyone for their support. That includes you and Paimon. I think I'll stay here... Oh, but if you wanted to chat, I'll happily oblige. I'll kick their butts again. I'm joking. Didn't I tell you that we have an easy enough time of it? You two should be careful, though.
As usual, it's the first stop, Komori Tea House. Are you ready to head over? How strange. It's never this quiet here. Toma's playing his ventriloquist game again, huh? Toma? Toma! Hey, you can come out now. Paimon's seen you already. Huh. Not a peep. So where the heck is he then? Huh. What's got Taro Maru so worked up today? He's always such a good boy.
Hello. Have either of you seen Toma?
No, we thought he'd be with you. Why? Has something happened?
Then it's as I feared. On the way here, I heard that Toma had been taken away by the Tenryou Commission. I wasn't certain whether it was true, so I came right here. The fact that he hasn't arrived here as we arranged suggests that it is true. The Raiden Shogun is holding a vision hunt ceremony at the statue of the omnipresent god today to mark the 100th vision seized under the decree. And the 100th vision bearer in question, the one who will have their vision seized, I fear, is Toma.
Hold up a second. So the ceremony that Toma said the Tenryou Commission were busy preparing for, that was this vision hunt ceremony? And he was the target all along?
I believe so. The Shogun and the Tenryou Commission see the ceremony as a milestone. With the 100th vision, they wish to mark the success of the vision hunt decree to date. This cannot happen. I must go and rescue him.
Yeah, like it or not, you represent the whole Yashiro Commission. So if you go, and by doing it so publicly...
There is no other option. I must act with haste. He is my friend. But, okay, I'll wait here.
Don't worry, Ayaka. A friend's life is on the line. We ain't about to...
Please be...
Delicious tea.
Capable of using elemental energy without a vision. You are an exception, it appears. Exceptions. The enemy of eternity. You will be inlaid upon this statue. You are that which is furthest from eternity. Exceptional.
Gather!
Odds reveal thy...
Inferior.
As one with wind and cloud!
Evasion is futile. Strike dead.
Cross over!
Order guide you.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Stabilize.
Into the wind. Time to go. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Go!
Solidify.
One with nature.
By royal decree.
The wind knows me.
This is order. Gather.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
Time to go.
Instability will be removed.
Insubordination.
Fine.
Inferior.
That hurts. So many regrets.
Inferior. You face the lightning directly. Commendable.
Shogun, who was that?
Seize her under the decree.
Huh?
Next time, I will strike twice.
Why have we stopped here?
In case you've forgotten, the Komore Tea House is the safest place for me to hide in this area. The only thing is, I probably won't be able to leave again for some time. I'll have to leave the next steps to you. Go to Tatarasuna and find the Resistance. The Shogun's army is almost certainly about to issue a warrant for our arrest. There are very few parties that will be willing to shelter us, but the Resistance is an exception.
Hyman's pretty sure Ayaka mentioned them before. Oh yeah! Sangonomiya's group! The ones who came together to fight the Vision Hunt Decree!
That's right. The Resistance was founded by Sango no Miya Kokumi, the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. Currently, it's her subordinate, Goro, who leads them in their war against the Shogun's army. However, the Yashiro Commission is not on especially close terms with the Resistance, so your dealings with us would normally be frowned upon. But you're different, so that shouldn't work against you. As far as I can see, the Resistance shouldn't have any reason to turn you away. The only issue is that we can't be sure of the Resistance Force's current location. You'll have to ask around along the way. You'll likely pass through territory occupied by the Shogun's army at some point, so be sure to stay on your guard at all times. Don't worry about me. I can remain hidden when I want to. I won't make it easy for them.
We gotta hurry up! The Tenryou Commission could be right around the corner! Let's get out of here!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Rise!
I heard they added a couple more people to the wanted list. They're high-priority targets, apparently.
But most of our forces are out on the front line. How are we supposed to effectively prioritize them?
Last thing I heard was that we'd pushed the Resistance back to just northwest of Musojin Gorge. I don't know if that's true.
I doubt it. Their rearguard isn't far from there. We're gaining ground at the moment, but I don't think we pushed them back that far. Anyway, we should focus on patrol.
Fair point.
the northwest of Musojin Gorge. So...
Let's get down to business. Solidify!
Into the wind!
By royal decree!
To the berry!
The wrong test subject. Oh, hey. You managed to escape?
Yeah. Where are you?
Higi Village. I've heard the rumors, but it's still gotta be a safer place than a war zone. What about you?
Don't get me started. I was recuperating on Nozuchi Beach. It's the Resistance aren't having an easy time of it. They don't have the manpower for an all-out confrontation, so they can't contend with the Shogun's army. The front line used to be further forward, but they had to retreat a couple of times. Now they're back to Nozuchi Beach. And that's where I've just come from. I was lucky to get out. It's much too dangerous. Their forces are so scattered that no one knows who's who, and anyone you run into pulls their weapon. I just dropped my luggage and ran here. I think we need to keep moving. Things are changing so fast. The further away we can get, the better.
Agreed. Why don't we stick together? Can't hurt.
Nozuchi Beach. Sounds like that's where the
Time to go.
It's my lucky day!
The wind knows me.
Order guide you! Gather!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
On, reveal!
The berry! The berry!
Into the wind!
Stabilize!
One with nature. Into the wind.
By royal decree!
Gather! Solidify! Let me try.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud!
Cross over!
Gather!
One with nature! Brings a smile to my face. Time to go. The wind knows me.
Hey, look! Do you think that's a resistance fighter? Looks like he's in a tight spot. Let's go help him out!
Into the wind.
Watch us!
One with
I
nature.
dare you! I need to train harder.
Thank you so much for your help. I'm Teppei. I was sent to the front line just recently. I was looking forward to doing my part. Instead, it seems I fell at the first hurdle. So, you aren't dressed like resistance fighters? Great! Just the other day, I heard General Goro complaining about how desperate we are for more people. Your support will make a big difference. I'll escort you back to our camp. But first, let me bring you up to speed on our current situation. As you can see, the Resistance are at a constant disadvantage when it comes to open confrontation. The goal of the Shogun's army is to uphold eternity. To this end, they have the support of the Tenryou Commission's general, Kujo Sara, who commands an exceptionally strong force. As for us, vision bearers are few and far between as it is. And because of the Vision Hunt decree, they're rarer than ever. The fact we're even able to hold out is thanks to the brilliant strategic mind of Her Excellency, Sango Nomiya. We're also indebted to the great courage shown by General Goro and the Resistance troops. If only I had a vision myself. Not only would I be better placed to share Her Excellency and General Goro's burden, I couldn't help but notice that you used elemental energy when saving me just now. You must have a vision yourself?
She's a special case. She doesn't have a vision, but she can control the elements anyway.
Are you serious? That's Incredible! I guess that means you have to let me introduce you to General Goro. Perhaps I can also make a worthy contribution this way. Of course, I'd much rather prove my worth by the sword. If only taking down Shogunate Samurai was as easy as you make it look. Anyway, we shouldn't delay.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops. Into the wind! The wind knows me. One with nature.
This is what happened, General Goro. I was surrounded by Shogunate Samurai, and they came to my rescue. They can use the elements without a vision. The Resistance could really use people with that kind of skill. We should bring them in.
I presume you've heard that the goal of the Resistance is to defeat the Shogun's army and repeal the Vision Hunt Decree. This is no easy task. Each who sets foot on the battlefield must be ready to sacrifice their life. Tell me, why do you wish to join us? The Resistance cannot accept any who don't... You're referring to the ceremony to mark the 100th Vision seized under the decree, right? Yes, we received some news of it here, despite it taking place over in Inazuma City. There was a disturbance, allegedly. Highly unusual considering that the Raiden Shogun appeared in person. Why do you wish to discuss this all of a sudden? Unless you have some information to share. What?
Yep, we had a fight with the Raiden Shogun and everything. Then we grabbed the Vision Bearer and whisked him off to safety. After that, they added us to the Army's wanted list. That's why we came here.
Now that you mention it, we did just recover a bounty notice from a Shogunate samurai defeated in battle. It read, "Reward for the capture of a blonde-haired traveler and their mysterious flying pet." Huh. So this refers to you two?
What? Who are they calling a mysterious flying pet?
My apologies. I understand your situation well enough for now. On behalf of the Resistance, welcome to our ranks. Her Excellency is currently away from the camp. We don't know where she went, but she instructed us to take care of everything in her absence. I will ask Teppei here to show you around the camp first, and then dispatch you straight to the front line.
Yes, sir. I used to be in the logistics division, so I'm the right person to show you around. I know the setup like the back of my hand. I'll make sure you get a warm Resistance welcome. Let's start with the field hospital. Some of my friends are recovering there. Last time I saw them, I promised that I'd introduce any new recruits. When they're finally back on the battlefield alongside us, we'll all be brothers in arms.
Into the wind. The wind knows me.
Looks like a strong addition to the troop. Hopefully so.
Whoa. Brand new recruit and your first thought is to start sparring with them. Teppei, did you bring this one?
Well, the enemy are much stronger than we could have imagined. At one point, there were a horde of enemies.
Look at you. When did you...
This lady stole the show, though. When she saw me tiring and falling back, she burst onto the scene and took... I heard she even stormed the Vision Hunt ceremony, and that the Raiden Shogun herself...
Amazing work, both of you. Still, I can believe most of that, but her facing off against the Raiden Shogun? I think you might be embellishing the story a little there, Teppei. I mean, we've all heard of the Muso no Hitotachi, right? Either way, to tell the truth, with all the losses we've sustained recently, I was starting to lose hope in our ability to hold out much longer. But seeing fresh recruits join our ranks and hearing Teppei's exploits, I'm itching to get myself better as soon as possible, so I can get back out on the front line.
Huh. That's a lukewarm epiphany if you ask me. While you're lying there itching to get better, I'm still out there training hard despite my injury. Oh, even though it burst open again yesterday.
It did? Well, do you need me to get you something to dress it with? I heard about a remedy. They say it feels cool on the skin and acts fast to complete.
Sure, I'll take one.
Well, if you're a fan of... But if you're more... Thanks for your help. Oh. Never mind. I may need... And,
It's a stand...
I'm dying to...
I don't think... Thanks again. Speaking of training, it'll be a good...
You got it.
One with nature. Oh, another... Let's see now.
Bullseye?
Only... How hard could it... What seems things have... I guess we'll just have...
Come on, guys. Listen up for a sec. In battle, and that was after...
We promised not to take too much of your time. It would mean a lot. Oh.
That's no way to demonstrate. Let's go.
Stabilize.
Ready? I'm sure you'll get... Well, there you have it. I took...
Incredible! My pros... Watching your demo... Honestly, before my wife and I were the actions of the and those of us without... There's no use in speculating.
Stay focused. Now then, where should we...
Sir, we've got trouble. There are still many wounded.
What? Impossible. How could they... We'd better go assess the situation.
Formation! Get them!
By royal decree!
Solidify!
Well, we managed to hold them off. We have sentries and patrols posted all... Unless we have a traitor in our midst. They must have an informant, feeding them intelligence and helping them to approach... Our priority is finding the agent and protecting the...
Sir, if I just returned from inspecting the perimeter, it appears that several portions of our defensive walls were already collapsed. The Shogun's army must have known about this vulnerability and made their way over from the cliffs nearby. I suggest we repair the walls and double the guard. That should keep them from sneaking...
In that case... Understood. Leave the repairs to us. We can make use of the wooden... Why don't we make this more...
Into the wind.
All right, that should do it. Seems I've made enough. I thought getting transferred to the front line would...
Why are you so...
It's just like General... There are a more... Anyway, if all goes well, we might just be assigned a few missions.
Compared to the storms I've encountered out at sea, this is real... The wind knows me.
Strange. I don't see General Goro.
We've had a change of plans. The General has been dispatched to the front line to lead our forces into battle. The Shogun's army is attempting an advance on the main... As for us, the situation is becoming grim. If we retreat any further, I fear morale may... For now, we can only...
We should go to the front line. Our forces need all the help they can get. We mustn't let Tataris...
One with nature.
So, you are the only one here? I thought I might get to meet your She is the one that's been causing our forces so much trouble. The fact the Resistance has even held out, but soon, the Resistance will fall. We have already rooted out those behind the Resistance. All who have dishonored the almighty Shogun will be punished.
I have faith in Her Excellency and in the soldiers of the Resistance. The Vision Hunt Decree is a brutal injustice. Our resistance...
It is futile. There is one other thing. I'm sure you've seen the recent arrest warrants. I trust that the blonde traveler is somewhere among your forces now. I will make you a deal. Hand her over to...
So that's why you brought reinforcements.
She is of great importance to the almighty Shogun. But the way I see it, she is expendable to the
That's where you're wrong! She means just as much to us! As a member of the Resistance, she's a comrade! I'll never... The Resistance never betrays its own. Her Excellency made that clear to everyone from the very beginning.
General Goro!
Teppei and the Traveler. It would appear our time to fight side by side.
Well, well. We meet again. I thought that you would seek refuge with the Resistance in the hope that you choose to show up here. Proves that you have more bravery in you than I had originally thought. Why not represent the Resistance in
a fight of honor?
Before the battle begins, each side chooses their finest warrior for a match of single... To the superior force, there's little significance in such a duel. But to the weaker force, her motives are clear. She wants to use the match as an opportunity to capture you. Do not feel compelled to participate. We could take the fight to them without such a ceremony.
Well, what do you think?
Remove all threats to eternity! By order of the almighty Shogun!
Be wary! You're up against a powerful opponent!
Order guide you. Stabilize.
One with Nate.
You got this!
There's more than one round! Keep it up!
The wind knows me.
I won't forget this.
Look! That's 2 rounds in a row! The Shogun's army is not invincible! We can win! The soldiers are rallying! Your warrior's will is bringing them hope, Traveler!
Show me what you've got!
One with nature.
Stronger than I anticipated. Soldiers! Glory to the Shogun!
Prepare to engage! All of you, with me!
Stand firm! Hold the line!
over, my comrades. Now is our moment!
Calm as the breeze, my lady.
I just hope you can afford all these mercs you've gathered!
Kazuha!
We meet again, old friend.
Retreat! All forces, retreat!
Greetings. Well, this is the first time we've met. Please, allow me to introduce myself. I am Sangonomiya Kokomi, organizer of the Resistance and also the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island. Perhaps it's the first time you're hearing that title. To put it simply, I'm the person currently in charge on Watatsumi Island, which is also the home front of the Resistance. I've actually heard all about you from Beidou and Kazuha. I hadn't expected to find you join the Resistance, though. Do you have a plan beyond this point? In that case, shall we continue our conversation at the Shrine of Sangonomiya? Although the Shogun's army has retreated for now, the war is far from over. The Vision Hunt Decree has not been repealed, and neither the Tenryou Commission nor the Raiden Shogun show any sign of stopping. In short, our problems have yet to be resolved. I suggest we move to the shrine to discuss our counterplan. What say you?
Can I come too? I know Watatsumi Island very well. I can carry on being your guide if you'd like.
Goro, thank you for all you have done. Our forces are weaker than the Shogun's army, and my absence can only have made the recent days all the more trying for you. I'm afraid I must still ask you to stay a while longer, to keep eyes on the Shogun's army and also to see to the wounded. But I will ask the mercenaries to remain stationed here, and Kazuha is here too. Hopefully this will serve to reduce the pressure you are under.
Well received, Your Excellency.
I must return to Sangonomiya now. I have a few things to attend to. Once you're ready, please rendezvous with Teppei. He will escort you there. Thank you for all your efforts so far. From this day on, I fight alongside you. Fight for the future of Inazuma.
I guarantee you, only the Alcor could pull off an ambush as quietly as that. Did we give you a fright? I gotta admit, I was caught off guard myself. But wherever you might end up, you'll always be part of Captain Beidou's. If you're ever in a tight spot...
On the way here, I happened to learn of the bounty on your head. As expected, I hear also that you witnessed the Raiden Shogun? I trust the Musono Hitotachi. Perhaps one day we will be able to face her oppression head-on. This is the reason I...
Let me try my blade. Solidified!
Into the wind!
Oz, reveal thyself!
The wind knows me.
Like this.
It's my lucky day!
This is order. How's this? Stabilize.
Clouds high. The birds call! Into the wind.
Time to go!
The wind knows me.
Gather. This battle.
One with nature. Time to go.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
The wind knows me. Into the wind. The wind knows me. One with nature. The wind knows me. One with nature.
Order guide you.
By royal decree.
Into the wind.
with nature. Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering? Into the wind. One with nature. Brings a smile to my face. Time to go. Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly embarrasses the skin. But it's best. Clear weather all around brightens the heart. The wind knows me. Yeah.